Hi, everyone. Okay, let's see. I pushed the wrong button. Okay, hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. As per usual at this point, I just, like, spend too much time doing everything in my life. Everything. That includes when I'm like, I'm gonna go for a walk. The walk ends up being much longer than I intended. When I go and eat dinner, ends up being much longer than I intended. Everything just takes much longer than I intended to, so this will probably not be a long stream. Hopefully Alfred shows up because I did not make it here Sunday, so we'll need to schedule his Poppy playtime stream so I can do it at some point here. But hi, Blurg. Hi, Barney. Blurg, I already know I'm gonna be late tomorrow. Spooky stream? Yeah, Alfred requested Poppy playtime. So, I'm probably going to cry while doing it. Because I started it, I think, the day he requested it. But I only, or maybe it was the day after, but I only had like 30 minutes to get it running. And I didn't even hit any of the scary parts yet, and I was freaked out. Well, there was a scary part, but I haven't even seen anything. Well, you die as many times as you did in RE4. The only time I died in RE4 was when you killed me. Let it show. Let the record show that my one death, unless I died in the final fight once or something, I can't remember. But let the record show that I've on recording Blurg killing me in Resident Evil 4. And one time I think I didn't die, but what's her name? I guess got held too long, so I lost. I don't know, but didn't have the controller. Roll the clip. I should just have that as like a playable clip. That's what I should do. I'm gonna change my alerts from whatever they are to just all the clips I have. Needs to be a command. Roll the clip. The Blurg command. And it just plays Blurg having me die. No, no, not the rip. Wait, do I have a death command? Hold on. No, don't encourage Blurg. Streamlabs didn't want to answer me twice. And then I think I can increment that. Maddie just hasn't been around to increment it, / I haven't paid attention to incrementing that. I cannot believe I've died on stream at least 25 times in games. Hi, Nachaholic! I'm here. What's up with you? Um, not the, oh my gosh. I made like a little command for you all. Every time I die, it increments the counter and it plays Blurg having me die. Do honor mode on Baldur's Gate 3. It'll be a lot higher. I thought that's one you can't die on. Like if you die on it, you literally have to restart. In which case I would not die because I would like literally go so slow that I wouldn't. Or is it just incredibly hard? I can't remember to do. I can't remember. A lot of anxiety, just feeling uneasy. Oh, why? Both? Yeah, I was like, if you can't die, then it would be an incredibly slow playthrough because I just would not be taking so many risks and stuff in it. Just new stuff. Oh, I feel that. Me, every time I read anything in the news, my boyfriend will like read something. It's like, this and this is happening. And I'm like, or I'm at work. It's actually someone, what did the article? Someone at work sent, this isn't that sad, but I mean, this is like low bar sad. Like it's not even near the saddest thing, but they sent an article that essentially like the hiring freeze, the federal government has like a hiring freeze, and it's just an article on how the hiring freeze was supposed to lift, but it's going to extend for another X amount of time or whatever. But there was this one comment in there that said something like, agencies or something will only get to hire one person for every 4 people that leaves. I was joking with my team because my team is 5 people right now, like 4 of us and then 1 new guy. I was joking, like if all 4 of us older people that have been there leave, they could hire one other person to work with the new person. Oh no, Pokemon community game is missing a subscription. Oh gosh, sorry. It's like worse than early 2000s news. I gotta be honest. I've never been very good at keeping up with the news as much as I have now. If that makes sense. So I gotta tell y'all, I was not very wrapped into the news in the early 2000s. I feel like the news I heard was anything my family told me. Then again, early 2000s, I was quite young, but I've been more up on it now than ever, if that makes sense. Causing arguments at work. What are you doing, Blurg? Oh wait, did I finish what I was gonna say? Blurg, I'm already know I'm gonna be late to tomorrow's show session, but dang it, I'll be here so we can finish the like documentary thing. I'll just be late. I haven't watched the news or read the news in 4 months. Literally clueless. Barney! Next thing you know, you open your door and the feds are there to send you to jail or something because you've been missing out on all the news. I'm kidding, but there's been a lot of changes, I feel like, every day. Watching Fox News most in early 2000s. They were more human than they are now. Or in the past 10 years, really. That's all my dad would watch growing up. Not that when I was growing up, I wouldn't watch the news. I would watch cartoons. Fun fact. Posted Disney March Madness brackets. 30 to 60-year-old men arguing over Jungle Book and Peter Pan. Which one is better? Stop, Blurg. I thought you were going to say you were like stirring up political drama at work. That's so funny. The Fed showed my door. The news isn't going to help me much. I mean, it could. It could be like, hey, the feds are coming to Minnesota in 1 week. Those that are still there will be taken prisoner. Yeah, really? That's crazy. Here's a fun fact, fun article that someone showed me recently, or a study. Um uh so I was talking to them about how what's important to me when it comes to politics. Actually, sorry, let me start the game in the background so I don't take too long. I'm tired, as per usual. I'm tired. So I do want to rush through stuff when I get to it. But as it goes, we always end up talking for a little bit before stream. All right. But I was talking to them about like how what's important to me is like, I feel like my music is loud today. Hold on. What's important to me is like how people talk about other people, like how they present themselves, like how caring they appear to be from their words and actions. Like, and I said this because, like, as an example, there's been a lot of rhetoric that I feel like has come out of President Trump's mouth. A lot of things he's said that are disgusting, horrible things. And like, if these are the things you say, if these are the things you believe, like I don't care what your flatline policies are, like whatever. Like if you've got some great policies, I guess those don't correlate to me. Like it's not gonna work. Like I don't care. Like if you are a piece of poo in how you talk about people or regard people, like I don't care what your literal policies are. I don't care. I'd rather someone that actually cares about people, who maybe isn't as well versed in. It doesn't matter. Like I would just rather that person be in power or taking care of people. Like the way that even me, that is not being like leader of the country is not a position for me. And yet I feel like I have more faith in me than someone that talks poorly about people. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I was telling them this when they shared this like study with me. It was about the two political parties, but it was demonstrating that like here is like what Democrats care about and here's what Republicans care about. And it was like a sort of wheel chart or something. Like what is that? What is at the center of your chart? Like what do you care about? What do you want to succeed? What do you want to grow? And essentially it was showing that Democrats have more empathy than Republicans. Like that was the takeaway from it. And like I hate that our country is like this two-party system because I think that there's a spectrum of beliefs and that unfortunately the way our country is, like it makes you have to vote for one side or the other. Whereas I think there are like hundreds of people with different ideas that I think could work if we just recognize that like not everything is black or white, I guess. But with a two-party system, you're kind of forced to be that black or white because if you start throwing in this third party, for example, it's not going to get enough votes to win. And then you're just like pulling those votes from one of the other parties. But anyway, the long and short, there is like, I'm going to vote for the person that seems to care about people and actually speak well about other people. I don't know why I went on a tangent about voting. Happy Earth Day, everyone. Care about the earth. I've been trying to be better about that in my own life. I don't think I'm the worst person in the universe on how I treat the earth, but I definitely am not like the best person. And I'm trying to, even small things, do better. Like use less plastic silverware that I have to throw away. For instance, if I pack a lunch, rather than like go take a plastic fork that's gonna get thrown away, I bring like my silverware from home. I know that probably seems like super small, but there's my little Earth Day spiel for you all. We went off on a tangent today. All right, let's pull an affirmation card and roll into things. Also, I think I'm getting old. Spicy foods. I love spicy foods. They have to taste good, but like I love spicy foods, and I always have. But I think they've been like wrecking my guts more as I'm getting older. I had this spicy, it's not ramen, but it's pretty similar to ramen, spicy noodle thing that it's not too hot to eat, like spice wise, pretty good, pretty flavorful. It does make my nose run a lot. Like don't get me wrong, it's hot. But I like it. But my stomach does not. Like I'll eat it and hours later my stomach will be rumbling at me like, why did you do that? I'm getting old, y'all. Affirm us. You are. Hold on. This is my favorite affirmation that I made up. Although someone else might have made this up, but like I made it up in my brain, but it probably already exists as something people tell people, but are you ready? You have mass. You take up space. You matter. There you go. That one's for the nerds. The takeaway is you matter. Also, in other like world news things, the Pope died. Crazy. I guess I knew that the Catholic Church was probably preparing for that in a way, but I don't know. I guess I just didn't see that as literally yesterday's news, like so soon. But all right. Impermanence. Life is always changing, and I drift easily through those changes, good and bad. As I drift through hard times, I can take comfort in knowing that I will leave them behind. As I drift away from good times, I can take comfort in knowing that more will come my way. Impermanence is an equal opportunity non-entity. Impermanence is what we're praying for when we're talking about bad things going on. We're hoping for impermanence. All right, y'all. Let's switch over. Also, I think last week I had to change all of my setup because everything broke. And I said, you know what? I just realized I fixed everything that broke. And I bet you whatever broke is going to somehow fix the next time I stream. And then all of the things I fixed are going to be broken again because they're just going to like try to revert to how they were before. But since I made changes, that happened. So before stream, I had to like spend 20 minutes fixing that again. So there's a fun thing for y'all to know. All right, let's switch over. My Welkin runs out soon. I have not been very good about keeping up with Genshin, period. I did do all of the events that just timed out. The fighting one was actually very interesting. I literally did it last minute 2 nights ago or whatever, like rushed through it. And it was interesting how they gave us this boss with like 9,999 health bars or whatever, and you just have to deplete as much of it as you can. It was like a speed attrition battle. Attrition in that like don't die or you won't be able to continue to take off its health bars, but like there's one I couldn't plot. Ooh, which one? Because I I'm not gonna lie, I looked up guides. I think for all of them, and just like followed what the guide said. Like the first team all of them gave me. Besides the part one. Part one was easy on all of them. I figured those out. But for the part two, I think I just... Because I was like rushing it literally last minute. So I just took whatever team was recommended first for all of them. And there were like 3 of them that was not the way to go. Like, I can't remember which ones I struggled. One of them I struggled with was the chicken. I can't remember what team it suggested, but I ended up having to run. I think that one was a Vressa built stage, and I haven't really got a hold of how to use Vressa properly. So I think I used Shao. To get through that one. No, Barney. Oh, wait. Sorry. It was complaining about your Pokey Cat. But okay. I'll be honest. By the end of it, I got platinum on everything. But I did struggle with a few of them. That was one of them. Lava Monster one. Lava Monster. I forget what did they build us up to use against the lava? Like, what were we supposed to use against it? I can't remember if I struggled on that one. I wish they were still up so I could show them and we could look. Elder Scrolls 4 Remaster came out today. Ooh, I did see that. Well, okay, I did see people posting Oblivion Remaster. Ooh, I should play that because I say that I'm so busy, but I've been meaning to like go through and play. No, Reggie Gig. I didn't realize a Reggie Gigas. Hello, I should have thrown a better Pokeball. But I've been meaning to like go through and play Oblivion all the way through. Again, asterisks. I played Oblivion a while ago and got really far, but like I'm really bad about finishing games I play for some reason. I just get too distracted, but didn't use food, so that could have been the difference maker. There was one that I literally struggled so very badly with. I think that the food might have made the difference because I think I popped food for just that one, maybe. I always forget which events you can use food for. I think that one, like I watched a video. That might have been the chicken one. The chicken one, I ended up doing a Shao, Farina team. I can't remember who else was on that team. Faruzan and... No, not Faruzan. Xingqiu? Farina, Xingqiu, Shao. Shan Yun? Wait, who buffs plunge attacks? That one. And it actually didn't do so poorly. So maybe that wasn't the one I ate food for. I'm like already forgetting, and this was only a couple days ago. Can't remember what we're supposed to use for that one. Was that the... Yeah, that was... The chicken was the Vressa one, and I just... Like, I still have yet to watch a video on how to properly use Vressa. I was like, I'm not using her. I tried to use her trial version since it might be, at this point, still built better than mine. Actually, probably is, because I don't think I've equipped her with the correct artifacts yet. But, yeah. I don't have the correct know-how on Vressa and Janssen. So I just, like, Shao plunge attack. Man, I can't even remember. There were like 3, I think, that I struggled with and had to redo a few times to actually platinum them. I think what I tried to do when I first started playing it, the first one I did completely fine. No, the first one I actually had to redo once. And since I had to redo it, it took quite a bit of time. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like go through everything at least once, and then make like guides people recommend, like teams people recommend, and go from there. Oh wait, I think I struggle with the lava one too, because there is one that you were supposed to say shielded during. I think it was that one, because he hits kind of hard. And that one you have to do, yes, that one you have to do enough pyro damage to like send it through its like 2 different phases. That one I definitely did struggle with. I think I ended up doing Mawika, Shangling. I can't remember the rest. Oh, that one was made for burning. So Emily, and since I ran Shangling, I think I ran Baiju for heals and keeping my team up. That one was a struggle. So I think I did Mawika, Shangling, Baiju for heals. Who did I say for the other? Oh, Emily for burning. Rigged. You're the mod. You have to rig it for us. Living Remaster looks pretty decent. Never beat the original because the leveling system was terrible and unfun. Was it? All I remember was you could like do some really broken things with like leveling and spells. Spells in that game were insane. Like you could just sit there and level your acrobatics by jumping around a lot like a weirdo. Brute force a chicken with Mawika team. Really? I feel like I tried a pyro team at one point and then I just was like, well, this isn't plunge attacks getting the buff. So I found that Chow recommendation, did that. There was a different one that had some Faruzan recommendation. I can't remember which one that was. Actually, I can probably pull up the guides and then remember. Maybe I'll do that real quick. Just trying to use Arlecchino on that one since I sucked with Kanich. Couldn't quite get to 900. The lava monster. Lava monster was pretty tough for me. Actually, I wonder 2 things. I wonder if they have on your profile on, because you know how they show on our profiles different event results. I wonder if they'll show my results on there. You can break Oblivion if you know what you're doing, but if you're just playing for fun, you can level in a way that breaks your playthrough completely because enemies level with you. If you level up the wrong way, the enemies get way more powerful than you. That is a good point. I forgot about that. I forgot that you can just like level up anything and then everything else is also leveling up. So if you're sitting there leveling up like something non-combatant, your enemies are going to get more powerful. I feel like they do that in... Do they not do that in Skyrim? I can't remember. I've been active 1660 days in Genshin. The game did get like weirdly hard at certain parts and then I feel like, and then not as bad at other parts. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find the Porky Quaking Arena. Is that the event that's going on right now? Oh, wait, no, that's got to be the theater, which I need to do. Event review. Here we go. This might be it. Aw, they don't have... Wait, is this it? No, because this can't be right. We have Of Thorns and Crowns. Which event was this? I don't don't remember which event this was, but this was a different buffing event that we did in here. They don't have this event on our profiles yet. Let me see if I can. Here it is. Unlimited Fighting Championship. I'm getting distracted. They had less non-combatant level up things in Skyrim. Oblivion has a lot more variety for your character. Oh, is that where it kind of happens? That's fair. In Skyrim, the first things I feel like I always level up are like sneak and archery, because that's just how I typically run in Skyrim. So I guess my character doesn't build too poorly in that. Versus in Oblivion, I just remember jumping all the time to level up my acrobatics. But that's a good point. They don't have things like acrobatics in Skyrim and stuff like that. I wonder if you just spent like all your early time with like alchemy and like light armor crafting or things like that in early Skyrim. So you just have makeup potions or something. I guess your blacksmith skill could be high, but I mean, if you're building high skills in those non-combat things, you might be having powerful armor to supplement or potions. Archery in Skyrim's so broken. Is it? I love archery. In most games. You should go full force into blacksmith and enchanting in Skyrim. Everything not melee is broken in Skyrim. Really? The most annoying thing I found in Skyrim was if you wanted to do a lot of magic. It was just kind of annoying to switch all the things in your hands and stuff, I felt like. So I usually didn't run too much magic just because of how tedious it would be. I'd sometimes pop like a conjuration spell on, summon something, and then switch back to like my bow, or I just felt like it was kind of annoying to have to switch between all your spells. To be fair, I don't know in my brain the better way to have done that. But okay, I'm looking at the Unlimited Fighter event real quick to see. Okay, the first one was the A Blight Drake. That one I actually didn't struggle too badly with. Although I think that one I don't remember what team I originally picked, or maybe I just followed guides right from the start because I was like, I need help knowing what characters to pick because I didn't want to spend too long on it because I was up at like 4 a.m. trying to not blah blah blah. That was my way of reading their name because I had trouble reading their name. I usually try harder for you all, but not for the bots, I gotta say. All right, what do you think? Do you think Twitch will say, good job, you did it? Don't ban yet? I need to copy the site address. No. What do you need that link for? Why would you need to go to this site for the best viewers when the best viewers are already here? Anyway, I need the best viewers real bad. The best viewers are your eyeballs. Just kidding. Mine were pretty bad before, but now I've had LASIK, so I see a lot better now. The first one was Ian Blight, which following the... Again, I can't remember if I tried this without looking at just guides or not. I think I just used guides right away because I just didn't have... I was doing this at 4 a.m. or something because I fell asleep and was like, crap, I need to finish this event before 5 a.m. or whatever. But that one recommended Chaska, and she just obliterated it. So that one I didn't have any trouble with. The Yom Kasor one, I also didn't have any trouble with Mawika. But then the Lava Dragon statue I did have trouble with. But that one I ended up running Malika, I did not follow the guide. The recommended team they told me because I just could not do enough pyro damage to it with what they recommended. They were recommending Kaniche, Toma, Emily, Bennett, and it did not go well. I was like, I need Malika because she does mad pyro for me. And then I was like, well, Xiangling is like another off field pyro DPS, so pop her on. And then I wanted a couple more Dendro to round it out, so I put Emily for her burning and Baiju to keep the team from dying, and that finally worked for me. And then the Jade Plume Tear Shroom, that one I struggled with because again, that was all about plunge attack Varessa, and that wasn't gonna work for me. So I literally went online for like anything that wasn't Varessa based and saw a Shao team and did that Shao team, and that went nicely. What did it end up being? Shao, Shanyun, Farina, not Xingqiu. Farina. Who was last slot? Faruzan? I think. It was weird. I think I ran triple Animo, but that finally worked for me, and it actually went pretty well, considering what a weird team comp. But who are we missing? Kabuto. And then the last one was configuration device. That one didn't go poorly. I just ran mad Natlin characters. So I guess my biggest struggle points were the Jade Plume and the Lava Dragon statue. Thank goodness. Super rigged. No. No. Every event from now on is going to be pull Malika to win the event. For now, until we get, until we get the Saritza. We need someone to top it. Because that was kind of how it was with Nervalette or Farina, right? They were pretty busted. Now we got Malika. No! Don't encourage that. Alright, let's, I don't really know what I need to work on today. My game is lagging. Mad at me for taking my sweet time. Okay, it is almost 11. Again, I've done nothing in Genshin. Hustle, hustle, hustle at me. Hey, Twitch has received my report, just so you all know. I met my step goal today. I really did walk a lot earlier.
Be sure to befriend them.
It'll be interesting to see which character becomes the next chosen one in Power Crease Malika. The Saritza. It has to be, right? Wait. We can go to the archive real quick. See our kind of map of characters. I went to the wrong archive. Hope it's Skirk. Oh, we do have Skirk coming up soon, huh? Watch Skirk not be that great. They just know people are gonna buy her. Which, to be fair, they could have done that with Malika. No, as the Archon, they could not have done that with her. Character archive. That'd be super hilarious. Alright, so let's go through time. This was our first set of characters, plus Venti, because I think he bannered with the original release of the game. Right? Oh, my bad. So this was our original starting pool of characters. Who was our click queue to win? Venti at the time. We have some 4 stars that originally came out at the beginning who are still stellar, but that'd be so base, making Skirk suck just because clowns like me want to pull her real bad. I respect it. Stop. That'd be fun. I feel like they've done that with characters, haven't they? There have been some characters that they like were like, people are gonna pull for this character, and they kind of aren't all that. The original busted character had to be Venti. True, Dia. True, Dia. They even put her on the standard banner because original busted character, Venti. Not Klee. Definitely not Klee. Child after that? Zhongli? We didn't have too big of a powerhouse back then. Chao. Chao was an early on powerhouse. And Hu Tao. Kazuha. It doesn't quite work as well back then. I feel like we really hit those power breaking characters come like Fontaine. Ooh, maybe Sumeru. I was so excited to pull her. And when she released, it was so crushing. Didn't buy a Wilkin for a year. You tell him, Barney. Raiden was our first Archon that wasn't like in the game, or like in the Zhongli was in the game, just not available yet because Liwa was already released. Raiden was our first Archon outside of our 2 standard starting regions. And I feel like she's really powerful, but I feel like she doesn't hit the same way that like other Archons do. It was an early game. I'm like looking. Elan's broken. If you build her enough. Nahida. Raiden fell off. Yeah, I was like, plus Electro kind of. Electro did get a little renaissance with Endra release. I feel like Nahida was fairly game breaking when she first came out. With the way she can chain all the enemies together. But then we get Nervalet and Farina, who each in their own right is incredibly powerful. I will never take Nervalet off my team. That's not exactly true, but easy team carriers. Navi is pretty good too. I've never been the biggest Geo fan just because of how you don't get the same elemental reactions as other elements, but Arlecchino, pretty busted. Arlecchino, pretty busted Pyro. And then we got the release of Mawika 6 months later. To kind of surpass her in that space. Be curious to see what happens. Nowhere near the level of the better DPS units like Nervalet, Arlecchino, Navia, Mawika. Even Clorin is a better DPS than Raiden. Yeah. Honestly, the way I use Raiden at this point is just like an off-field electro applier. Plus burst buffer. Because she will help those recharge pretty quickly. But yeah, I'm typically not putting her on my team because I need. At this point, I don't think there's really I actively don't really choose electro main DPS based teams. There isn't one that I've really built and felt super comfortable with to be that. I feel like people can make breasts of that. Or yeah, Chlorand. They wanted to, but I just haven't. I think most folks have just shifted Raiden from DPS to off-field applier. Real glad I didn't go for C2 Raiden. Which one's that? Which one's C2? Can I see it here? No, yes. Ignore 60% of opponent's defense. Oh, but specifically Raiden Shogun's attacks. Unfortunate. It only buffs her. She does do a nice big burst of damage. Don't get me wrong, but unfortunate. Yeah, I'm curious to see how our list of characters continues to expand and who supersedes who. In terms of the Hydro DPS, actually going back to that, in terms of like talking about any one elemental DPS, I feel like at the start of the game, we did not really have a strong cryo main DPS because you had to run either of these two who are not really high in that list. Cryo, Electro. Fischl's an excellent off-field applier.
I created another universe and found it.
So I guess if you're running main DPS, you have Kaching when the game first came out. Hydro, Mona. Shinto's an excellent like sub DPS, but I guess Mona would start out being the Hydro one. Diluc was our Pyro one. You don't typically use Animo as your main DPS too often. But Venti would be like the best Animo. And then Geo. We only had 2 when the game first came out. So Ningguang, I guess. That was kind of what we got at the start of the game. We didn't even have Dendro yet. And then I wouldn't say Klee superseded Diluc. Iona probably doesn't supersede Chung Yunu or Kaya. Child, I feel like would supersede the the Hydro DPS spot. Zhongli would kind of supersede Ningguang, sort of. I mean, his Geo Burst does do quite a bit of damage. I guess Albedo would supersede as a DPS there. I don't know. Geo is kind of weird for me, and as someone who doesn't use it as much, it's probably harder for me to speak on. Then Ganyu would definitely take over Cryo. And then Xiao would take over Animo. Then Hu Tao would take over Pyro. We get a little break. Eula's Cryo, but I would really count her more as physical DPS. But I would say she was our best physical DPS attacker then. Which is not very common. C2 Raiden's really good for her damage. It's expensive and still doesn't really put her on equal footing with Nervala and Mawika. Yeah. I did like that I got Eula on my birthday. Anyway. I did that 60% defense reduction on the enemies for her during her burst. Pretty nice. Because she already does pretty mad damage during her burst. But I mean, her burst isn't all that long, and like maybe it's because this is how I use her, but at this point I feel like I'm using Raiden again as that off-field electro applier and then just a burst buffer who does a decent big chunk of damage during her burst, but like I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to rotate other people in and just keep her in long enough to do her burst and then move her out. So like that much of a buff, I feel like, yeah, it wouldn't be worth it in the long run versus just getting a character like Mawika. Just flat out C0 Mawika. I mean, at this versus a C2 Raiden, I guess. I guess things come down to how you build a character, but that's just what I feel in my brain. All right, I was going to go through all the characters, and then I got off track and off target. At this point, you can probably argue a few different characters are best DPS of any one element. I guess I have my specific build characters and like which ones I think are best and stuff in my brain, but what am I gonna do with my resin today? not remember what I was gonna do with it today. Blanking, I'm blanking. You know what? I think I'm gonna use my resin on. I'm lazy. I think I'm just gonna use it on ley lines or something. I can't really think right now. Is that enough? Oh, I'm a little bit shy. Okay, we'll do dailies real quick first, and then I'll get the resin to finish that. I wish I was a better, like, theory crafter in Genshin. Because there are a lot of people that are, like, really brilliant with how they do that in the game. My boyfriend has been doing a Nuzlocke playthrough of Pokemon Omega Ruby, and, like, he's just, like, having so much fun. Well, he's actually finished his Nuzlocke and is, like, shiny hunting now, I think, but he was having so much fun. Like, here's how I'm gonna do this team, and here's how I'm gonna optimize this, and, like, not me. I'm like, I'm just playing the game straightforward. I'm catching all the Pokemon. That's my goal. And I was telling him how people in Genshin are, like, so good at, like, theory crafting teams and, like, stuff like that. And I just do the best I can. My game is kind of lagging, if y'all say that. I don't know what is up. I'm not gonna do anything too tough. I'm gonna do my dailies and spend my resin. Maybe I'll do my bounties too. Like to try Nuzlocke someday. Seems like a fun puzzle. He's sure at the time of his life that doesn't sound like my thing really. He's like, "Are you into it now?" I'm like, "No." I'm like a Pokemon collector. My goal in the game is to collect them all and stuff. He's like, Pokemon games have no challenge if you don't add the challenge on top. I'm like, ah. Oh, wow. Overworked senior in the chat. Adonis. Oh, yeah. How's school going? Are you ready? Are you ready? 4/22. I don't know when schools get out, but I'm assuming in May. So tired. You're so close. Hang in there. Or you play ROM hack. Yeah, he was talking about that because he was like, normally when people do Nuzlocks, they just like rare candy stuff, and he had to sit there and like grind level his mons and stuff, and I was like, so painful. Sorry, that was specific to Nuzlocke ROM hack stuff, but so close to the end. The 23rd of May? 1 month. 1 month. Adonis, hang in there. You're so close. Are your classes going well? What am I doing here? This is not what I want to interact with. My game is super weirdly laggy. Yeah, I'm just going to do my dailies. I guess good thing I decided to just run ley lines because that won't be too tough to do. Some of the classes on the 9th. Oh my gosh, that's so close. 5 AP classes and still passing. Woohoo! You're almost there. Hang in there. Y'all know how people are like, high school's the best time of your life, and I miss that. I gotta be honest. I don't think I miss like much of high school itself, because that was a phase of my life that is done with, except for the like level of work, because obviously I'm past that, so it would be easy now. I do miss that. And then certain things like this kind of structured things you do with your life, like hanging out with friends, doing extracurriculars, like the things that kind of made it easier to do those kind of things. Last performance? Wait, for what? Might actually cry. Adonis, hang in there. Y'all, I can't remember Adonis when you first came into streams, but it might have been before you were even, it was before you were in high school, right? So we've been here for Adonis getting through high school. Crazy. It was in fact middle school. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you were in middle school back then. We've been here through Adonis. Getting through the rest of middle school all the way up through high school. That's when Genshin came out. That's right, yeah. What am I doing? Man, look at my lag. Does this mean it's Poppy playtime? No. Although, oh, look at that. I forgot they put these in, like, went back and put these creatures in other places. Got Shilonen? Really? Do you love playing her? She's so good at buffing teams. So helpful. It's crazy. When I got her, I didn't even realize how helpful she is. Hasn't left my team. Very fair. Very real. Plus she heals, which is awesome. Like, mega buff plus heals so your team is not dying. Like, super nice. Plus, given that she's Geo, you can generate a shield with her. So even less dying. Working getting her to 90. Nice. Almost hit 50k charge attacks with Risley now. Oh, per hit. For like charge attack hit. I forgot you had Risley. Nice. I need to go back at some point and like play with Risley some more. He is fun to play. Have all the cryos. That's right. You're a big cryo lover. Y'all, is Skirk gonna be cryo? Oh, except for the one. Very bad mistake. Wait, which one? Which one are you missing?
Crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring.
Skirk gonna be cryo? I can't remember.
Inazuma, the water
Is it Lovely? Oh no, you didn't get Granny. She's also quite powerful. I've been like kind of working on revamping her a little bit. Which maybe I should work on that today instead of ley lines. Oh, my game is kind of lagging. Really poo-poo garbagey. I realized I didn't finish her talents yet. Tuesday. Yeah, I can go get her talent book today instead. Is Skirk gonna be cryo? Do we know that? Or maybe know that or tell from her design. Are you gonna get the dessert maker who is coming next patch? I forget her name. Pulled on Malika's banner on accident. Skirk's cryo. Ooh, Skirk should be coming soon. I feel like one patch after this next one or something. So there's gonna be a couple. Escoffier, that's right. Escoffier. Thank you, pronunciation too, so I didn't have to go. Who's next, I think? Yeah. The next hatch should feature Escoffier and Aoife. And then maybe Skirk the one after that, right? Wait, did I mean to talk to Neko today? No, what am I doing? Oh, I need to talk to the guy behind here. I get her and her weapon, then Skirk and her weapon. How many wishes do you have? How many wishes do you have, Adonis? Can you all tell my game is hella lagging? I hate it. Not wild about Coffee's design, but I'm pulling her for sure. Really? Like how she looks, or do people already know how her kit runs? Her buffs are crazy. Oh, do people already know how she runs? Not super wild on her looks, but her kid is gonna be sick. Wait, really? Everyone always knows more than me. I'm always behind the 8 ball or whatever the saying is. Never know what's up. Skirk leaks are even crazier. Interesting. Interesting. I'm always surprised when characters come out because I do not do my research on them. Hello, can you... Hello. Man, my game is lagging so very badly. Hello. I'm really about to close and reopen it. What is happening right now? Okay, buddy.
Silence! Justice is blindsided.
Okay. Get out of there. Chef Girl is the best support for her. Oh, so those two are gonna go hand in hand. Talking about premium teams for her. So by that statement, I'm guessing Skirk is a main DPS, Cryo, and Escoffier is a support Cryo, sub DPS kind of. Pulling Coffee, because I'm sold in her aesthetic and design, but she's ostensibly going to be good with. Oh, there you go. You both said the same thing. Interesting. I feel like at this point, I just have a lot of really strong Cryo characters that I like don't need anymore. I will pull for them. I'm like Sitlolly is an excellent support, like shielder. She buffs Natlan characters really well. Risley's a strong main DPS Cryo. Mine's not very well built, but Ayaka, excellent. Ganyu's on my team right now. Ganyu. And my Shenhe is pretty decently built to like buff Cryo characters. Like so many good Cryo characters. I feel like Cryo is such a slept on element though. Ooh, there she goes.
Bow your head.
That was not who I meant to attack, but oh my gosh, look at this flag. I quite nearly
Silence.
Faster, stronger.
my goodness.
Born of ice and frost.
Debating even playing. Okay. I really am just gonna... What is happening? The rest of my computer isn't lagging like this. I don't know what is happening.
No touching.
Where are the enemies? Hello.
Settle down.
Okay. Ostensibly being the keyword, because of course I don't peruse League, so... Oh. Skirk wants cryo reactions, including cryo swirl and cryo crystallize. So Shalonen is pristine. Does your PC need a Shalonen buff? Yes, everyone. Pray for whatever's happening right now. Not 3 FPS gaming. I don't know what's happening. I'll turn these in. I don't think my whole computer. I think it's just Genshin, which is why I'm like I'm debating just like closing the game and reopening it real quick.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Okay, hold on. Look at this. Just like closing the game is taking 12 years. What? Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna force close the game and see if everything is lagging once I force close it. All right, let me like click through Google or something real quick. Oh, it seems fine. All right, let's try and put the game up again real quick. I'm on Chop! Get your Pyro Traveler Pyro Infusion unlocked yet? The what? Oh! Oh no! Actually, let's go do that real quick. It's past 11 and I meant to go to sleep, but... Wait, let's go do that real quick. Because all I need to do is go finish my bounties for today. I'm a little behind. I could have finished this, I feel like 2 weeks ago, but... I've just been really slow on doing the quest in the new area, but I've done enough bounties and stuff to finish it, so let's go do the bounties real quick. And then I'll burn my condensed resin. Pretty awesome. Shame the Traveler's normal attack multipliers are so bad. Still pretty good. Traveler's finally a viable DPS. Really? Rep 4 felt super easy. Yeah, I don't know what it is, because this... I don't know if it's just... Like, I don't know if it's just this tribe, but it did feel like this one I could have completed like 2 weeks ago for some reason. But let's run these bounties real quick. I should have condensed my resin while I was there next to the thing. Okay, am I still lagging? Well, at the moment it doesn't look nearly as bad. I don't know. I cached something that was got memory or something in my last instance of the game. I don't know.
Why me? Hurry up, Grassa.
Didn't fly by for some reason. Didn't realize I maxed it right away and was like, wait already. Let's see. Dendro.
Is it time to go?
I see everything.
Pay your dues.
Make yourselves at home. Pause, reveal.
Remember, help comes first.
We've only just begun. I will end your escape. Looks like
Who's the main one that needs to be killed? Oh, the invisible one. Where is he? Hello?
Illusion shattered.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
so soon.
Committed to memory.
Alright, let's get this one. Jump straight to Capitino's throne corpse to finish Traveler, like, instantly, as soon as I realized. Oh, is that where we need to go to finish it? I guess I couldn't even remember where we needed to take the, what's it called? Dendro resistance, not Dendro. The or thingies. Guess I forgot that too. Run this. Wait, what? Oh, there it is. That was the last one I needed to complete. Can I still do my other bounty? Yeah, I can. I'm gonna do that other bounty too. There it is. We finished the tribes. Friends of all tribes. All of you don't look at me. I'm busy.
All right.
Alright, what does this one need? Oh wait, can I not run it since I'm done? I don't even run it at all. I don't think I actually have any animo teams. That is so funny. I have one team with an animo character on it. Because I've replaced Kazuha most teams with Shilonen. It's so funny. Let's just pop this team. This is the I didn't name it. This is the Harbinger team. We got Arlecchino, Tartaglia, Brat, and the Doctor. Alright. Well, let me run it still. Have to go to sleep? No. Yeah, you do. Go to sleep. You gotta go to school in the morning.
Wretched vermin. Behold. Search for it.
Me killing this has not been going very well with my animo buff team here.
A bitter pill to swallow. The wind rises. Know your place.
Anyway. Alright. Turn these in. Have I done my Genshin dailies? They're real quick. I believe in you. Or you can just do the thing where you turn in your points, Adonis. I believe in you. Pop them real quick. Hi, Imposing Focus. How are you? Boom. What are in these? Cheesy crab hot pot and a thing for the teapot. Alright, hold on. Go turn this in. Oh, while I'm here, is there a... No. I was gonna combine them. Use those points. Yeah, I was gonna say, just use your points, Adonis. Oh, I thought I killed him on the edge there. R.I.P. R.I.P. Dang, he actually looks pretty forlorn. Oh, not me not putting Traveler on the team. Oops. Nickel for every time a little leader died. We were alerted. I was teaching and have 2 nickels. Do you mean the Pope? Get in here, Traveler.
There's still a long road ahead.
Paying my respects. Do you mean the Pope? Is Pope a political leader? Alright, Traveler. Pope and Queen Elizabeth. Was told by a student during my lunch break. Oh, to Capitano. I was like, wow, Barney, to the Pope? this? Oh, this is telling us our constellation stuff. Captain? Captain? Oh, Captain, my Captain. We've done it. We're C6. Yeah, there's that C6 traveler. In case you were wondering. Alright, anyway. Let's condense this resin and then I'm gonna run the thing here. Later news, have Varessa and Shan Yun now. What? Was Shan Yun in the last banner? Or is she in this banner? Wait, is she in this banner? Or was the last banner? She was in the last banner. Hello. I said it right the first time. Skill gives infusion. Oh. Oh yeah, suckers. Get scronked by my traveler. It's probably not built correctly, but got her literally 2 minutes before banner ender. You are a mad lad. Playing so close to the timeout. Oh, I actually have her stuff all the way up, except for this one. Look at that. I'm missing one of these. Missing one of these. I have to get one more. Flame Genshin making me go to 78. No, why are you on the banner so close to reset? All right, let's go. Do this real quick, and then I'm going to bed. It's 11:18. I'm meant to be done at 11. You know? Don't worry. Again, I mean, Twitch action my report, y'all. All right. Oh wait, I was gonna run Traveler here just to exhibit her, but I need Shiloden to heal this team. They're dying. But anyway, there's the max constellation Traveler. Finally. Woo. We had to wait a long time to be able to do that. But I guess we do in most regions. Adonis, you do your dailies and go to bed.
Hear the echoes of the valley. On my mark. Controlled breathing. You want to stand down?
See, here's the fun thing. I don't know how you use breath properly. I still gotta watch a video on how to properly use Varessa, because I'm sure I don't use her the proper way.
Be sanctified.
My boyfriend was at a concert tonight. Looks like concert just finished. I was reading his message a little bit. He said it was awesome. He loved it. The person played a good mix of slower songs mixed with moshier songs. It couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I would get squished. I would die. What concert? He went to a Denzel Curry concert. Don't ask me anything. I think he's a rapper. That's like the extent of my knowledge for you all there. No idea who that is, but sounds awesome. He's a rap artist, and that is the extent of my knowledge.
Bow your head.
Which rap is not generally my genre. Although the concert we went to a few weeks back was actually a rap artist by the name of Connor Price. But I'm, I guess, very picky about rap because I do like, there are like certain beats I do really like, but there's a lot of rap music that's topics that I don't really like. And so that's what usually keeps me away from liking rap. But to me, Connor Price's rap is very... His tour was like called the Friends and Family Tour. Like it was... He does very like PG rap, I would say. That I do like the sound of. Remember mosh pits when I was a kid? Crown surfing was fun? No way. He was like, would you ever want to go to a concert and be in the mosh pit with me? I'm like, that does not sound like me. I will cheer you on from somewhere not getting squished. Please don't touch me, anyone.
Let the mighty be humble. Silence.
I bruised like a banana. Actually, I have a fun bruising story I didn't share with you all because this happened on Thursday. So, every week I go to Squadron PT. So, I work for the government, or I work for the Air Force. But I'm a civilian. I don't wear the uniform. But the military has all these like requirements and stuff. So anyway, our squadron every week does this PT that all the military have to attend. And anyone else is welcome to attend, like a civilian, but typically none do. But I've been going since I've started my health journey a year and a half ago. It was not last September, but December before. I've been going to like show my support and try to be more fit and stuff. Anyway, so Thursday PT, we were doing like this competition thing where we had two teams, and it was a competition thing, but it was my turn to be the runner for this competition. The runners had to run to the center, and there's a person standing there, and you have to tag their hand, right? So I am sprinting to this person in the middle. I'm getting to his hand first. The other person's sprinting toward me because they're coming from the other side. And we're both going for that hand. And I just remember being like super close and going, oh, no way, kid, that hand's mine. And going for it. And I beat the kid. I beat the kid to it. But then both of us were like full on sprinting to the same point. So when I made it to his hand first, we both had to stop. Well, when you're full on sprinting, you don't like instantly stop. So we crashed into each other. And I think I was like going down to like fall and get out of the way. And I think he might have been going up to the side of me, but when I'm crashing. So I think he kneed me in the chest. And not just that. So I have this huge bruise right here. And I don't think there's a ton of blood here. So you actually can't see the bruise very well. But I can feel it. It's really bad. Like even just moving, sometimes I can feel it. It's that bad. Big bruise right here. I think that's where he kneed me. My boob actually has a pretty big bruise on it. I'm guessing his knee went up and clipped it on the way to my chest or something. Because I didn't even know that was there until like there's like this dark purple spot there right now. I don't know what I did to this shoulder. There's like no bruising on this arm, but I think I threw my shoulder a little bit or something because it hurts, especially like taking off a shirt or putting on a shirt. Like that movement is really painful. I have this pretty decent bruise right here. It's actually faded a little bit, yay. And then I think I fell on my right knee because there's scrape marks there. And I already had like a big bruise on my knee from like kneeing some gym equipment like a couple days before that. But there's this huge, and the lighting, you all won't be able to see it, but there's this huge bruise. Here's my knee. Right here. I don't know if y'all can see. Right here to here. This whole area. My whole palm is covering the bruise. It is ginormous. And anyway, that hurts so bad. So bad. I get up and I'm like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Because of course I'm like worried about the kid because that hurt me. And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. Are you okay? Like, I'm walking back to my team like, oh my gosh. And on my way back to my team, my body, like, I don't think I've been hit that hard maybe ever in my life, or especially not since I was like a kid, like playing rough games like that with friends and stuff. Like, walking back to my team, I just start like hyperventilating. I think I had a panic attack. Because I'm like, and it just keeps getting worse. And I like stop and like crouch on the ground, and my team's looking at me, and I'm like, I'm just having a panic attack. One of them is like, here, let's walk off the field. I was like, no, like stay in the game. Because we needed more people on our team. He's like, no, it's fine. I don't want to do the workouts. We walk off the field, but apparently my commander was on the other team. And apparently he was mad. Like mad. Because here's the thing. At the Squadron PT, it's pretty much all the military. And like the thing about being in the military is like, I don't know. You all know each other. You all have the same health care plan. Like, I don't know. There's this level of like comfort with knowing that things happen amongst them. But I guess since I'm a civilian, my commander was like really worried. I don't know what he was worried about. Like that I was going to report it, or like he was going to get in trouble for a civilian getting hurt. Like, I don't know. But he didn't talk to, we continued to play the whole game and stuff. And then like at the end, I'm sitting in my car getting ready to go, and he stops by and he's like, are you okay? Like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, knocked the snot out of me. It did. It really knocked the snot out of me. And I kid you all not, I have been hurting pretty badly since then. I mean, it was not pleasant. I'm not gonna pretend like it's pleasant, but like I went into this knowing, or not knowing that was gonna happen, but like I don't know. There's like risk with everything you do, and like growing up, I played rough with my friends. Like we'd play hide and seek tag and slip in the rain and fall. I've broken a phone because I slipped in the rain when I played hide and seek tag or whatever as a kid. Hopped fences. I remember like bashing my knee into a fence once. That was pretty bruised up as a kid. Like, I don't know. Like, that's part of the thing when you're doing some sort of physical activity like that. The guy that was in the middle that was running the game did switch to like holding both hands out, so each team could go for a different hand after that. But anyway, there you go. There's my story. I also think I bruise much easier than other people. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if that's something I need to talk to a doctor about, but the cool thing about all that is that if you all remember, I told you I think I have fibromyalgia or something like that, where my nerves are affected because my skin is like constantly in pain. That hasn't really been bothering me too much lately because I've been in so much other pain, like that's more painful, that I haven't had to really think about my that pain. So that's fun. So there y'all go. There's my stories for the week. What was I gonna say? Alfred didn't actually make it to stream tonight. I was gonna schedule out with him which day we should do the Poppy playtime stream. But I guess next time I catch him, I'll do that. But look for a Poppy playtime dedicated stream coming up so I can knock that out for him. I'm going to be scared like crazy. I already know. I do need to do this at some point. Not today, obviously. 8 days, so about a week left to do that. Hopefully I remember to do that quickly. I don't know when my next stream will be. There's coming up some days where I will have more weekends to stream because I will just be hanging out here in my apartment. So be able to do more weekend streams like I used to. Which is awesome because I know I've been like so busy running around so much that my streams have been falling off a lot. And I've been coming here so late that like I have time to do like my dailies and then go to bed. I can't remember when those dates are. I think it's in May sometime. Maybe I'll do some more streams with Maddie or something. Get back to Baldur's Gate, which I haven't been doing. All right. What else do I need? I'll buy these. Always need more of those. All right.
If you ever
Let's switch over. So anyway, that's what's up. That's what's been going on. Let me think. I think this weekend I'll be in Columbus. I don't think I will actually get around to a stream this weekend. I think. But maybe I'll do like a random midweek stream next week or something because I normally take the second Friday in a pay period like as a half day because I just worked enough hours to do that. But next week I'm supposed to be at work kind of later on that Friday, so maybe I'll do like a midweek stream or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll play it by ear. We'll be here. Those May streams I'll probably let y'all know when we get closer though. I'm pretty sure there's a couple days in May where that'll happen. So Saturday maybe or something. And then when Alfred is here, I'll ask him what day I should do Poppy playtime and put it in the Discord so you all can see me be scared out of my mind. All right. Let's pull this affirmation card so I can go to bed. Gratitude. Gratitude. Today I'm grateful for all of the little things. Even when the big things suck, there are always plenty of little things I can be at least a little grateful for. Like hot showers and music and the fact that humans invented an internet and I'm allowed to use it whenever I want to, using fingers and thumbs that do whatever I think them to do at any given moment. Gratitude. Thankful for you all. Thankful for the earth. Where would I be without the earth? Happy Earth Day. Thanks for get some day sleep. Now look at me. Eye bags like falling off my face at the age of 29. All right, let's see if anyone's on. We can do a quick little raid. Get our raid points. You sleep. You get some dang sleep. Let's see. Oh, Phoenix is on. Phoenix is on playing Tomb Raider. I wonder which Tomb Raider. We can go check him on Phoenix. It's been a while since we've seen a Phoenix. Plus, he has this new computer, I think. So that'll be cool to. Yeah. He put the setup on the Discord, so this will be fun to see. All right. There we go. I was making sure I typed it right. All right, y'all. Thanks for being here. I'm tired. But I will see you all probably next week. Maybe Monday. Maybe I'll come in on Monday. That's when I was gonna suggest to Alfred I do the Poppy playtime stream, but if I can't guarantee he'll be here, I don't want to do that. So we'll see. Or maybe I'll do something with Maddie on Monday if she's got time. We'll figure it out. Play it by ear. All right, y'all. Good night. Thanks for being here. Oh, throw your Pokeballs real quick. We won't see the results, but we'll either catch them or we won't. All right, y'all. Good night, good night, good night.